Boy, it's been a while since I've looked at Jupiter. I wonder how he's doing.
You all can go to hell.
Cosmic Chai Latte says, yeah, you really had to defend yourself when your sister told you to shower, and that's why you slammed her head into a door frame.
That is true. He did that. He did that to his little sister.
Kid, how many times must I say it?
Why are you putting your hands on your little sister, weirdo?
I was a kid.
She was a kid.
I was a child.
She was a child.
She was afraid of you.
I was a child. I had no idea what I was doing.
She said you did that up into adulthood, too.
Sicko.
Oh. Oh dear. So, Jupiter's back, now going under the name Shadow Raven because... reasons. Jupiter's been going on live streams and has been interviewed, which is definitely something I didn't have on the Jupiter bingo board. Not sure what drove him to do that, but he's been interviewed by Kiwi Tapes, SMOKEY, and another channel called Nick Nobody, and the results have been interesting to say the least. Just as a little real quick recap of Jupiter, he's a TikTok content creator that thinks he's a hybrid between a vampire and a werewolf. Yeah, he thinks he's Michael Corvin from Underworld or some shit. He got exposed for being a creep around minors. I've covered some of his antics in 2 previous videos that I'll have linked in the description if you want to know more. But due to the length of these interviews, I'm only going to cover the SMOKEY one and the Kiwi Tapes one because the Nick Nobody one is over 3 hours long. Although it does have some funny moments in it, so I definitely recommend it if you want more. But on that note, let's get into this. About a month ago, Jupiter did an interview with SmokeyMCc and Kiwi Tapes. This interview is over 4 hours long, and the full version is not on YouTube, but is on Kiwi's Rumble channel. Thankfully, Smokey uploaded a condensed version that is a little over an hour. During said interview, a lot of things happened. Obviously, I can't show clips of everything, because believe me, there's a lot of stuff that happens. And I also highly recommend you guys watch the entire thing because, oh man, this gets absolutely nuts. Good on Kiwi, SMOKEY, and the others that dropped by during this interview for just raking him over the coals. It was extremely satisfying to watch. There was a major part of this interview that was centered around Jupiter marrying a minor online. Said minor is 15 years old from what I gather. Jupiter did not like being questioned about that.
I mean, I'm marrying minors yesterday does not help this.
I didn't fucking marry her. It was supposed to be a fucking joke. How many times must I fucking say that?
I think the true monster were the mistakes we made along the way.
But one of the biggest highlights in this interview, in my opinion, is when Jupiter himself admitted to being a predator. Yeah, that actually happened. More than once, believe it or not.
Why are they calling you greasy, though, bro?
Don't know, don't care.
Why are they calling you a chomo, though?
Yeah.
Probably because of all the fucking shit I've done.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that probably is true.
To all of you who call me a pedophile, I'm sorry for what I've done, okay? I really fucked up. I really stepped in it, and I never meant for it to happen. Yes, I fucked up. Yes, I was wrongfully hurting kids that I shouldn't have. Yes, I was a pedophile, and I've changed that now, and I'm changed.
Yeah, why did you just date a guy? Why are you dating currently a 15-year-old girl?
Technically, I nipped that in the bud.
It was a joke. It was a
joke. So you're sitting here and you're telling me that you're dating a 15-year-old girl right now as a joke.
Yeah, I did it for show.
It was a joke. We decided it was a joke. I didn't know she was 15 because she lied to me, so I didn't know.
No, you're lying to us.
Where?
You're lying to us, Corbin.
Jupiter, what the fuck, man? I believed you. What is
Yeah,
this?
we put our neck on the line for you, Jupiter. And this is how you treat us? This is the kind of shit you bring to the table for us?
What I said was, after you guys made it clear that she lied to me, it literally clicked later. Mid-interview, it clicked in my head. Mid-interview.
Why doesn't it click in your head that you're like, you know, whenever you're about to go talk to a kid that maybe you shouldn't? Like, why doesn't that click?
I already know that, and I'm going to make sure that it stays clicked in my brain.
Jupiter, you know you can go to jail for this, right? Like, you know there's a good possibility you will go to jail for this. And now in Idaho, they're giving pedophiles the death penalty, dude. Like, that's legitimate.
As this interview went on, Jupiter, real name Corbin, goes from civil and chill, despite Smokey and Kiwi obviously mocking him, to getting pissy like a child and pouting because people are calling him out on his bullshit.
Is
huge. However, it's not an excuse. No, nothing Corbin said tonight is an excuse, and he wanted to try to make it sound like all of it was all good and that he cares about these people's families. He doesn't. Corbin doesn't give a shit about these people's families. He doesn't give a shit about his victims. He doesn't give one goddamn single solitary fuck about these fucking people or anything like that. Corbin doesn't give a shit.
Wrong.
Corbin, you don't give a fuck.
I hurt.
No, you don't, bro. You're just gonna hurt more.
I don't have to sit here and take this from you.
Yes, you do, bro. Yes, you do. You have to.
Take the shit from you people.
What's trying to get in your window?
Nobody. I'm a harmless person.
I have screenshots.
I have my doubts.
Suffering alongside those families. Everything to look for.
Even if I'm underage, because I'm only 13.
You're all crossing a line.
Corbin, you crossed the line when you talk to kids, you pedo.
Legit.
Then go ahead and report Ghana.
You're going to Ghana?
Go ahead and report me if you're gonna, because I don't give a shit anymore.
Corbin, people have already reported you to the police, absolutely.
All of this has already gone to the cops. I wouldn't worry.
You admitted that you were a known pedophile like 4 times tonight, dude. Like, great fucking job.
Yeah, he gets big mad in this interview. He also really didn't like it when his brother's predator tendencies got brought up.
I freed myself from blaming
You didn't, so you're not going to blame yourself anymore for you being a pedophile, even though it's entirely your fault. And guess what? It runs in your family, because look at Duke, look at Shane. Oh my God, you're all predators.
Talk bad about Duke.
I did talk bad about them. What are you going to say? Duke's a predator, Shane's a bitch.
Yeah, why did they let...
But Duke, you keep his name out of your mouth. You don't even
Duke's a bitch. Duke's a bitch.
You don't deserve to say my...
Yeah, you won't even say nothing. You won't even defend him because you're scared. Duke's a bitch.
Duke is a great guy.
Hey, Duke, if you're hearing this, you suck.
Duke is a registered sex offender.
So what if he is? He's still a good person.
No, he is not. No, he is not. That's not how this works.
He only did it because of his ex. His ex.
I thought he got framed. Now you're making up different reasons. He's such a predator, dude. Fuck Duke.
Predator tendencies, they run in the family, unfortunately, at least when it comes to the males of his family. Jupiter trying to defend his brother is just beyond disgusting. I don't even think I need to say that. Goes without saying, I really hope Jupiter gets arrested because dude is an absolute risk. But there is one part of this where Jupiter goes full regard. Never go full regard.
I'm alone in a dark room right now.
And by the way, you're not talking to Corbin anymore. He
talking to the pedophile?
Is this Varys? Who is this?
Well, I want to hear who we're talking to.
Who you're talking to? Hmm? Well,
Cody's the guy from Split.
Shadow Raven, Jupiter. Hell, I even went by another name. Mephisto. I am the werepire demon dragon in his body. And let's just say... I am. And I will kill anyone.
Oh yeah, bud.
Meaning you guys are screwed. You see, Corbin let go of his body. He's no longer in control. He's no longer in control of this body. He let me take control. You guys are fucked. Never sleep again. For Lucifer is out for your blood. I may not be in physical form with you guys, but let's just say I'll be the demon at night that waits for you to go to bed before it's your throat. You've angered my disciple, and now you're gonna pay for it. I will only leave this body after my contract with him is up. Until he decides to take control. Then I'll leave. But don't sleep at night ever again.
That was something. Did he really think any of that would intimidate anyone over the age of 7? And even, I think even people under 7 wouldn't be that intimidated by that. I almost died listening to this the first time because I made the fatal mistake of drinking water right as this rant started, and I almost choked because I was laughing too damn hard, and I nearly spat it all over my keyboard. There is loads more I could clip from this, but again, I just highly recommend watching the entire thing. But that wasn't the only interview he had recently, believe it or not. About 5 days ago, he got into an interview with Kiwi again. Well, interview might be a bit of a strong word, more like a conversation. Smokey was present, but I don't think Jupiter could hear him. Somehow, emphasis on somehow, Jupiter didn't realize it was actually Kiwi he was talking to. Kiwi had called him and left a voicemail pretending to need help with paranormal stuff. It gets even funnier when I tell you that Kiwi was drunk or at least tipsy during this entire call and somehow didn't break character. You can't make this shit up.
Is this working?
Yeah. Try to get this done. We'll try to get out and get your case taken care of. Just as long as you're willing to pay a fee to help, yourself. Pay us a small fee to help us,
Yeah, this line is actually working, so we can discuss it here. I'm just hearing loud noises in my basement, and I'm afraid. Like,
can you tell me what kind of noises, like bangings, rapping, that sort of thing?
Honestly, like a lot of rapping, just like I don't know if you ever read the Edgar Allan Poe book, but
During this call, he even admits that age should be nothing but a number. You know what else is just a number? It's called 911, motherfucker.
All over the world, there are people living and dying without ever producing offspring or enjoying their last days just being with the people they care about and love and want to be loved by. It's very hard in this world. So that's what I'm advocating for. Let age be a number instead of just some other personality, Let age just be a number. That's what the U.S. needs to do, is just let age be a number at this point.
Yeah,
They should stop the whole, this person's a minor. No. Age is just a big number. Get it right, people.
it seems like you've had a lot of issues with that. Like, I mean, you've had no offense, I'm not trying to be offensive. You had a lot of 15-year-old girlfriends. I mean, how would you say that all these laws have impacted you?
It's made it an inconvenience. It's inconvenience. It's the inconvenience of humanity. You do what you have to produce offspring, so that way your family bloodline can survive and move on, move forward. If I'm going to be part devil, part dragon, part werewolf, and part vampire, being the only one that is that way in my life, in this lifespan, then I have to produce as much offspring as I can to make it so that way my race doesn't die with me, that my bloodline doesn't die with me.
It somehow gets worse.
A lot worse.
Jupiter proceeds to give Kiwi advice on how to groom minors and not get caught. Apologies for the length of this clip, but there just wasn't a great place to cut this, and I feel like you need the full context because it's absolutely vile.
My word would be keep yourself from doing anything that's gonna get you noticed.
I just have to keep it quiet if I'm contacting a minor.
Exactly. Keep it off of social media. Keep people from noticing it. Because if you get noticed and get called on, you are going to wind up getting your ass handed a warrant for your stuff.
I see. So I can do these things, but I gotta keep it quiet.
Exactly. And also, if you're planning on doing anything cool with your life and actually becoming someone famous like me,
yeah,
in the right way. Don't do it to where, oh, the fame's gonna go to my head. Don't do that.
I see.
That's not to me.
I see.
Live and learn by example.
Absolutely. Take your time.
This is fucking insane, dude. What is happening?
I don't even know. Yeah, we don't want too many people. Like, these are insider details.
Well, just make sure that if you're gonna do it, make sure that their minds are more pliable.
Okay.
Meaning, mold their minds into a certain mindset. Take to heart that if you do get caught, take to heart, just claim insanity or some shit, and the police will automatically believe it.
Should I say that did you ever say that you didn't know their age? Like, is that a good way to get out of it?
I claimed not knowing. I claimed that. I said I didn't know.
But did you?
How was I supposed to know? Yeah, I told the police everything I knew.
But I mean, I'm just asking for, like, just between us boys, like, when you told them you didn't know, did you know?
No, technically, yeah.
I see.
It was way after it was way before I got arrested and way after I got arrested.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, they didn't arrest me. They just put me in cuffs.
Did you send, like, any nude messages or anything?
Just on my Snap, my Insta, and maybe on my Discord, but that was a long time ago.
So like three different platforms, that's all.
Yeah, 3 different platforms, because it got passed around a lot.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but at that time, I had already known and was ready to do a quick cleanup and close the chat rooms before the police actually showed up.
I see. So what you would recommend to me is closing the chat rooms before the police show up. Could you describe?
Delete the chat rooms,
okay.
Delete everything, and just wipe your memory card.
What am I supposed to suspect from one of these chat rooms? Because I'm not trying to get caught up with, like, a sting op. Like, what constitutes as real and fake?
Explain to you. If the person asks for some sort of photo or something, think carefully before you make your next move. Because what got me caught was me being open about it, and that's what got me caught. So, just make sure that if they ask you, hey, we're definitely not a police officer, send us this, this, and this, you know they're police.
Right to jail, right away.
I don't know what else to really say to that. Props on Kiwi Tapes for staying in character and not completely going apeshit on Jupiter, because I certainly would have. I really hope all of this gets shown to the police and they actually do something about this guy. Full interview is in the description. It's about 40-something minutes. I only clipped, like I said, small sections of it. Jupiter somehow thought it was a good idea to return to TikTok and pretend that everything is fine and everything is okay, and the internet will welcome him with open arms. Like that'll ever happen. He then uploaded a video calling everyone who was against him a dumbass, which should be playing in the background right now. He also has this cringe filter on that gives him red eyes because that totally looks menacing, right? Ooh, it's too scary. This goes on for over 3 minutes, by the way. There's other videos where he tries to act scary with his eye filters on, and he makes it very clear he has no intentions of changing, despite what he said in the interviews. Are any of you watching this shocked at all? We all know the next time someone gets him in for an interview and they press him about what he is, he'll insist that he's changing and that it'll never happen again. He'll repeat the same excuse that he's high on nicotine, even though nicotine doesn't do that. He'll repeat that as necessary until hopefully the cops lock him up. Hopefully. He uploaded more TikToks where he claims he ain't a predator and that he has changed, but I have to ask, by what metric, dude? And doesn't that contradict what you said earlier? I'm mashing X to doubt that this dude has ever changed or is going to change. Unless that change involves him going to prison. Yeah, that's gonna be where we stop here. Again, I highly recommend looking at the Nick Nobody interview. I skimmed through it, mostly looking at some timestamps people graciously put in the comments where stuff gets wild. And I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but there's some surprised guests that show up during it, and it makes it way more entertaining. But to summarize where we are with Jupiter right now, he's still fucking crazy, and he still thinks he can weasel his way out of this. I know I've said this a bunch of times, but I'm for real sorry about the long delay in videos, and I apologize in advance if this one ends up being kind of short. Hopefully things be quieting down soon so I can go back to uploading a little more frequently. But if you did like this video, please consider leaving a like and commenting and subscribing. It really means a lot, especially if you do subscribe with the notifications turned on. Because YouTube likes to be weird about pushing out videos and stuff. But that's all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'm gonna head out.
We'll be right back.